now to go to our new feature. Lovely Mark from United Stand is going to be with me every week. And I think Mark is with us now, so it's time to hand over to lovely Mark from United Stand. Are you there, baby?
I am, Justin. How are you doing this week?
All the better for speaking to you, brother. Congratulations on the Derby win.
Yeah. Did we win?
I believe you did, yeah. I think you actually did. Mark, I'll hand over to you. The floor is yours, my friend.
Obviously, Manchester United did not win the derby, but Manchester City did. They've been rained off tonight for their Champions League game. For those who were going to watch that, you can watch the United Stand anyway. But I want to start with some positivity tonight. Get your comments in. I've got them at the side of me and bring them in as per usual. But I want to start positive tonight, and I'm going to give you... Well, I'll give you the line first, and then hopefully you'll start to feel a little bit better, and that is the groove we're going in. It's not the prize that makes winning so rewarding, it's the challenges you overcome to get there. Do you know what great philosopher said that? Ian Beale off EastEnders. And that is the sort of thing we as Manchester United fans need to feed into. We had a fantastic summer, we brought some great talent. And we won the first 3 games of the season. We went into the Manchester derby. We expected to win that. We wanted to win that. We didn't win that. But I think reality bites a little bit. Jose Mourinho is the right man for Manchester United. And those United fans like me, like the majority, yes, we wanted to win. Yes, we're disappointed. But we haven't forgotten just a few short months, I should say, ago when we were managed by Louis van Gaal and we were scraping results. We got all the way to the FA Cup final and we did win it, but we were a long way off being a top of the table contender. And I think very quickly Jose has turned things round. So reality does bite. We do want to be beating Manchester City at Manchester United. That's what should become second nature. But I think over the last couple of days, we've taken it on the chin. It was a defeat. Manchester City were far the hungrier, better side in the first half. We were better in the second half, and hopefully we will learn a lot of lessons from that result. Antec is saying that Memphis and Lingard need to start. I hope need to regain confidence on both. I think he's referring to the Europa League, which I'll touch on in a moment. But I think more in relation to Manchester United, there is a hangover from that Van Gaal era, and this isn't 1 point too many, a bit blurry-headed the next day. This is 20 Jaeger bombs and a bottle of red wine hangover. There's no miracle fry-up's going to cure this one. It's going to take a little bit of time for the likes of Schneiderlin and Memphis and others, to be fair. Smalling, he's not in the team at the moment, to get over it. So I think, as I keep saying, reality bites. We will get better. Maybe the Manchester derby, as ridiculous as it sounds, was a step too soon for us. I firmly said last week that Southampton, Bournemouth and Hull, 3 teams, 3 wins for Manchester United, but I do believe that there are 12 teams better than them in the Premier League. We played a top side on Saturday, a side that's going to challenge for the title, and as I said, it's disappointing, but reality did bite. It's where we go from here that matters. And I want to feed into a comment that I just thought was astounding. It was on one of our videos yesterday from Tactics Network, I think his name is. And he picked up on something which I think is really important. A lot of people are saying that Fellaini is doing really well at the moment. He is. He's trying really hard. He's putting an effort in. He's putting a shift in. Is that enough in a Manchester United shirt for a defensive midfielder? Effort and putting a shift in. Tactics Network said I've got to go list there. He said that the problem on Saturday was that City were pressing the United defence and defensive midfielders very quickly, and that Fellaini's top pass is 5 to 10 yards. So if he can only find a pass that's 5 to 10 yards, that makes him very easy to press and get at, which I thought was an absolutely brilliant piece of tactical analysis from Tactics Network. But yeah, maybe Fellaini needs to move out to the team, and maybe Herrera should come in, who can hit a longer pass, who is quicker, more dynamic, and we definitely need that in the midfield. Live Forever LG says Pep is still a fraud. We made them look good on Saturday. I think I know what you're trying to say. And Dan says Mourinho was going all-out attack and Pep going defensive. Didn't actually see that, Dan. I thought it was the other way around. I think City went out to attack. I think Manchester United got stuck between a rock and a hard place. Mark on point, as always. Thank you, from Fahat. There was about 7 players in United underperforming versus City. Very unfortunate, says Antec. Well, that's just the way things go. We are in the Europa League. We cannot lie. Unfortunately, we are in the Europa League. That's on Thursday. Some of you putting in some comments there about how you would want things to line up. The interesting thing for me is that you've got Ashley Young, who from the start of the season to now, 3-4 weeks, has earned £500,000 for doing very little. Will he play on Thursday? I think we've got such a big squad. You've got to let the likes of Memphis, as you lot have mentioned, Darmian, Schneidlin, maybe, already I'm getting too many players in that won't play because Martial didn't play at the weekend. Will Zlatan play? Rashford we know will play. Surely Herrera will play. Will Pogba play to get more fitness? Will Rooney play to try and get some form? It's going to be interesting on Thursday. I think that's what makes it a good game to watch. 6 o'clock Thursday night, Europa League football. Great. I'm trying to build it up. I'm doing my best. But I think it's worthwhile for the fringe players to get some games at this time of the season. Somebody said, do you think Europa League's a distraction? I think at this early stage in the season, it's really important because it gives fringe players games. I think towards the end of the season, when we'll be focusing hopefully on the league, consistently the Europa League has been the graveyard for league form for the British sides that have been in the Europa League late on. I think in Spurs, Liverpool last year, they went all the way to the final, didn't win it, and sort of gave up on going for fourth, which they shouldn't have done because they were against Louis van Gaal, who has been a theme tonight. So I am looking forward to the game on Thursday. I've forgotten the derby from Saturday. I think, as Ian Beale said at the very start, it's the journey getting there. It's not the prize at the end. It's the journey getting there. And I think, a fall at this early stage of the season could be really important because if we'd beaten City with the team we're putting out at the moment, there's still question marks over Blind as a centre-back, Valencia as a right-back, Fellaini as a defensive midfielder, who is playing on the right, Rooney's out of form. If we'd scraped that win on Saturday against City, we'd have been talking about winning the league quite rightly. But I do think there are issues in the team, and I think Jose's had a very short period of time to find out and iron out what those issues are as well. So I don't want to lose. Nobody wants to lose, but I think we will learn a hell of a lot from that defeat, and nobody will be hurting more than Jose losing to Pep Guardiola, Manchester City at home, and he's got a fantastic home record. So he'll react to it, the team will react to it, and us, the fans, will react to it. And I think that's the most important thing. Louise O'Donoghue, she's saying drop Rooney and Fellaini. Carrick fan, at least we're in Europe. I don't go along with that, to be honest. I'm not massively happy about being in the Europa League, but I think because we've got such a big squad, it will help. Carrick fan also saying that Schneiderlin should play alongside Pogba. Keep the faith, says Live Forever. That was a song by someone, wasn't it? Keep the faith. Bon Jovi. Anybody else? Pogs. Zlatan should stay in Manchester, says Live Forever. Mark, do you have any rumours for the overfed? I don't know what that's all about. Menza to start, says Terry S. Fosu Menza would be nice, maybe at right back. I think we're about running out for time and comments. But there's a lot of you wanting Schneiderlin to play, which he's got to play. Surely he has to play. You've got to try something else other than Fellaini. And, Feyenoord, what do I know much about them? Not really. Does it matter what the result is? Not really. I think it's all about game fitness. The same with the League Cup next week, of course. It's good that the games are coming thick and fast because we can, try out different things in real environments, and that's really important. There's some players that are underperforming at the moment. I'm sure they'll come good, but they need game time. The big games for us are Watford, Leicester and Stoke before the next international break. And we need 9 points because it's Liverpool and Chelsea after that. So I'm looking forward to Sunday against Watford. I'm looking forward to seeing the fringe players on Thursday as well. And I'm not too downbeat. You should always be downbeat when you lose to City in the derby, especially at Old Trafford. But you've got to take the positives. You've got to take a defeat sometimes. You've got to take it on the chin, and it's how you get up and react to that. And I'm expecting a reaction. I think if we lose on Sunday, then there might be a different reaction. But that is it for the United Stand roundup on Fan TV every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, as Justin said. And hopefully, if Justin is still there, we will go back to the studio.
You lovely man. Let's hear from Mark from United Stand, everybody. Mark, I think we've got time for a question or two. Just very briefly, Manchester United are the first UK football club to earn £500 million in a year. What are you going to do with all of that money?
I don't think fans will see much of it, to be honest. I still think the ticket prices and Sky TV and everything will continue to go up, but it might afford us to sign some players. We've had a fantastic summer. That's something we don't normally get to moan about. We'd normally say it's going in the Glazers' pocket, but they have spent some this summer, so hopefully that will be the theme going forward. If you generate the money, unlike City, we do generate our own money, spend it.
Mark, if you've got time, I've got a quick Broomer I'd like to ask you about, if we've got time for that.
Yeah.
James Rodriguez, Real Madrid's attacking midfielder, facing the end of his career there. Both you, Tottenham and Arsenal in the running. He's got a valuation of £42 million. He's been frozen out by Zidane. Do you think he's coming to Manchester United?
Got the same agent as Jose Mourinho, George Mendes, the agent. So definitely, if we wanted it to happen, it could happen. We were linked with him in the summer. He's a good centre attacking midfielder. We're lacking one of those at the moment, unfortunately, with Rooney's decline. Yeah. Do I think it'll happen? No. Could it happen? Yes.
Okay, that's lovely. Mark, I'll speak to you next Tuesday, same time, you lovely man.
All right, thanks, Justin.
Thank you very much, Mark, from the United Stand. Thank you, brother. Thank you, baby.